Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be going over the American League wildcard, an in-depth look in to kind of see what's going to go on and do our best to predict the game. So let's go through it. So it's in Fenway Park in Boston because Boston had the season series, and that's going to be a very interesting factor into this game. Because last time the Yankees were at Fenway was on Sunday. Like, last Sunday, not the most recent Sunday, the Sunday before. Last Sunday night baseball game. And the crowd was kind of almost a split. It was like a 60-40. Is that going to be a case again? We'll see. So, yeah. Here, oh my, how do you already turn off? So, I have all my notes written out on my phone, and we're going to go through everything. I'm going to have a pitching path to victory, some what to watch for, some injuries, and keys to the game. So, yeah, let's go through this. So, pitching path to victory for the Red Sox, they got Eovaldi. I think Eovaldi goes 6. And they're going to throw it to Whitlock, and then to Ottavino, and then Robles to close out the game if all goes to plan to me. That seems like the most logical one. I've been informed that Barnes isn't in high leverage situations with the Red Sox, which is a shock to me because last time we saw the Red Sox as a Blue Jay fan, Barnes was in high leverage situations. So that was news to me. But looking at their kind of like their last week, kind of using Ottavino in the 8th and Robles in the 9th was something I noticed. They used some Richards in high leverage situations, which was weird. And yeah, I don't know. They're just doing some weird stuff in Boston, but it's working, I guess. So I don't know. And then for the Yankees pitching path to victory, I got Cole for 7, Loaizaga to Chapman. Pretty easy. You just got Loaizaga back, and he's looking fucking amazing. I don't really trust Chad Green, and neither do Yankee fans. So I'd go Loaizaga to Chapman. And if you don't want to do that, maybe try Green, but I wouldn't. So we'll see. Aaron Boone does his own thing, and I'm not going to let him, change his mind because of something I said. So you do you, buddy. Gio's hurt for the Yankees, or at least he was. This was recorded on Monday before the wild card game, so I don't know if he's actually not injured now. But as of right now, he's injured. He went into the dugout making a fantastic catch. Looks like he hurt his hip. It looks like he was limping a lot. So, looks like he'll be out for the game, which means probably Velasquez is going to be the shortstop. DJ's out hurt on the IL for 10 days. He won't be back until the ALCS if they make it that far. So, now it's a little bit of a weaker area because you don't want Gleiber at short. He's starting to hit the ball and playing second base. So I think you got to leave him at second. Rizzo, I think you're putting him over Voit, which is, I don't know, weird. Or not weird. I like Rizzo, but it's weird that you don't want to use Voit. So Velasquez to me is the guy at short. So a little bit of a weaker spot there, but is it? He's a really good defensive shortstop. So, yeah. And then on the Red Sox side, the major injury is J.D. Martinez. I don't know if he's healthy enough to play the wild card game, but he did sprain or something, tweak his ankle or something, rounding the bases on Sunday's game. So, I don't know if he's playing, and that's a pretty big spot to fill in that Red Sox lineup. So, yeah. Somewhat to watch for is Garrett Cole versus the Red Sox. Garrett Cole's last outing of the season was in Toronto, and he struggled. So, what's he going to look like in the first couple innings? If he's looking like Garrett Cole is striking out 5 out of 6, then, Boston, you're in for a long night. But if he's looking hittable and he's leaving stuff over the plate, missing his targets, that's going to be a huge thing into what happens. And who's behind the plate is going to be a huge thing. Are the Yankees going to go with Higashioka, or are they going to go with Sanchez? Higashioka is the better defensive catcher by a long shot, but the offensive production not quite the same. Gary's got the clutch factor offensively, but defensively behind the plate, he scares me. You know, anything in the dirt, it's a very good chance it's going to end up in the backstop. He's got a good arm sometimes. He can't really throw runners out at second, but, you know, the pass ball, if someone's trying to advance to third, he usually gets those. So, I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't put Sanchez behind the plate. I'd get Higashioka behind the plate and have Sanchez DHing. And I'd get Gallo in center, Stanton in left, Judge in right. Gardy's a bench bat. That's my personal thinking here. So, yeah. Stanton and Judge is another one to watch for. They have to be huge offensively if the Red Sox want to win this game. They need to be hitting the ball like they did last time they played. So, yeah, that's a big factor into this series as well. Stanton and Judge in their production. Next up is Bogarts, Endeavor, and Verdugo. Someone's got to pick up production for JD Martinez. And I think if you're going to look at anyone, it's going to be in that three. That trio right there. Someone's got to pick up the slack. So it's going to be interesting to see. Just because, you know, JD Martinez has the postseason experience. He's been there. He's done that. He knows what it takes. Kind of the same, like, you know, I've said this a lot so far through my postseason videos. I think it's going to be difficult to pick up the slack for JD Martinez in a 5-game series, but in a wild card game, you can afford to, like, you know, miss him and have someone else and try and, like, spread the offense through 3 or 4 players, which I think is probably the best bet for Boston if they look to advance. Next, I got Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck. What a month, kind of like a last month of the season. Can he continue that? Because if he can continue that, he alone can cover for the JD Martinez missing area. If he can't, then you got 2 holes in the lineup that you're trying to, like, you know, patch over there. So that's another thing. And finally, the fielding. The fielding was the fielding was horrible the last time these teams played. 3 dropped pop flies / fly balls. 1 dropped strike. It wasn't really a dropped ball, but whatever. That's got to change. So who plays the better defensive game? I think it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, these players do out in a big game. If they miss a fly ball, they miss a pop fly, what happens? So, yeah, that's a big one. And then the crowd is going to be huge. Does New York get another 60-40 split like they probably got last time? Does Boston, like, you know, get a bigger crowd, 70-30, 80-20? It'll be interesting. So, yeah. The interesting crowd will play a huge factor. If Yankee fans have a lot there, they can take away the home field advantage right away. 3 keys to the game for the Red Sox is replacing the JD Martinez production at the plate. Pretty easy. You know, just kind of sprinkle it out through 3. Their bullpen, you know, who's closing the game, what's kind of going on in the later innings. So, yeah, what happens if Ottavino struggles? Who do you go to next? You're going to go to Richards. What happens if he struggles? Then Robles. And then you got Barnes in a high-leverage situation. Going to be weird. And then finally, the Eovaldi performance. Starts with pitching, ends with pitching. What's your starting pitcher going to look like? If Eovaldi's on, you know, it's going to be a very close game. If he's not, you'll be able to tell early. So, yeah. For the Yankees, if Gary's behind the plate, Gary's success behind the plate, blocking balls, controlling the running game, just all that stuff, that's going to be huge. Calling the game, too. He's got to call a good game. Higashioka does a great job calling games. So, Gary behind the plate is going to be a huge factor in this game. Next up is Garrett Cole, right from the rip. What's he looking like? If he's looking like Garrett Cole last time, where, you know, he's got 3 runners on and he's thrown 5 pitches, that's a bit of a scary, like, you know, that's scary for a Yankees fan. You know, that's your ace, And if he's kind of struggling, which like numbers show he's struggled against the American League East since the crackdown, but he's also had really good games in that crackdown too. So what Garrett Cole are you going to see? And then Joey Gallo production. They need Joey Gallo to hit. They need him hitting bombs. They need him hitting doubles. He has to find a way to put the ball in play because right now he's kind of a liability almost. And yeah, I'm going to throw an extra key in for the Yankees because I think this is a huge factor into the game. Double plays. Stop hitting into double plays when you get a leadoff guy on, a leadoff walk or a leadoff single. Happened way too much this year. It happened like 3 or 4 times a game during a 162 game season. They'd get a leadoff walk from someone you wouldn't really see getting a leadoff walk, like Joey Gallo did yesterday, or I guess Sunday for everyone watching this game. Leadoff walk, immediately hit into a double play. So double plays kind of got to slow down. And now the final prediction, I have a 7-4 Yankees win over the Red Sox. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who's winning? Who's losing? What's the score? What are things to watch for? Let me know. Yankee fan, Red Sox fans, tell me. I want to know. I want to learn more about your teams. So yeah. Also, sorry for the loud chair. I don't know if you can really hear it. So peace out. Subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Share this with your friends if they like baseball. This is the place to be. And I'll catch you all in the NL wildcard game or pre-game stuff. And yeah, I might do some, maybe some live reactions. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, we'll catch you all in the NL wildcard pre-game thing. Peace.